Hi friends, how you all doing today? Hope you are okay and hope you're having a nice time. Well, guess what? I brought you something new and different today. How to succeed in high school. Well, to so many people, success in high school is something so difficult and something so like they believe they can't do it. Well, I've come to tell you today with those few tips and tricks, you will be able to succeed. You will end up with good and better grades. Well, let's get to the point. The first tip is to always listen and get rid of all distractions. This is so important. As a student, what is the secret to success? One is to always listen while your teacher is teaching. Yeah, you can do other things, but listening is so important. This will help you because when you listen, apart from the part of studying your textbook, listening while the teacher explains, get something. This is so important that you listen while the teacher is teaching. Listen, get something on your head. Try to get rid of all manners of distraction, like your phone. I know this is a very big distraction, but how do you get rid of it? You have to put it on silent or on mute while the lesson is going on, while your teacher is explaining, while someone is teaching you. You should get rid of all manners of distraction. If it's your friend, try to get rid of them. Tell them this is the time to listen. You have to know this. You have to do this. Always listen to your teacher. It is so important. This is one of the things to succeed in high school. This is one of the things that help you get better grades. You have to listen. And the number 2 is to write down something. Second tip, write down something. Yeah, how do you know this? While the teacher is teaching, while the teacher is explaining, always write down something. Jot down those important points, those important areas. Write them down, jot them down, because you can listen. This is important, but you won't remember everything. What is written down is never lost. So you have to write down something, jot down something. While you're listening, take your pen and your book. Write down something, jot down those important areas. In case of later, you can get them back, you can go through it again. This will help you. Always write down something while the teacher is explaining. Always keep a note, keep something, write down something, jot down something. It is always important because you can always go through it again to help you remember, to help you record all that the teacher explained. Yeah, I've learned that nowadays in our generation now, the teacher hardly go to the blackboard to write something. It's difficult. So they prefer while they are teaching, you should just listen. Yeah, you can listen, but write down something. Even if they won't go to the board to write for you, you write down something. Even though the teacher won't go to the blackboard to write down for you, you write down something on your own. Keep a note. Keep something down. It is so important and useful. And the third tip is to make study groups and friends in class. This is so important. If you want to be successful, always have a class group. Always make a group of friends. Make friends, because whenever you're going through difficulty, what you don't understand, the other person might understand. Your friend might have an idea about it. So when you make friends, when you make class group, you can share your ideas, you can share points. If you can't reach your teacher, then you can reach your friend. You can ask from your group, you can bring your own idea, then you will explain it together, share it together. This is so important that you make friends with your classmates, be friends with them. Let there be a relationship between you two. And then you have to make a group where you can share your ideas, you can share your own works. Whenever one is going through a difficult situation, you can share and explain between yourself. This is so important, it's so helpful, and it's so good. It is one of the tips to a successful student. To be successful, you need this group. You need to work as one. You need to share your ideas. And the fourth thing is to always ask questions. Ask questions. Whenever you don't understand why the teacher is teaching, why they are explaining, be free to ask questions. They won't get mad at you. They won't get angry at you when you ask questions. When you don't understand something, you should ask them. Be free to ask them. Be free to ask for help. No one is the best. No one is better. You just need to ask questions. No one is perfect. So whenever you're going through this difficulty, whenever you don't understand something, don't say, maybe I will go through the internet to ask. Yeah, the internet will help you explain things, but it won't bring it down to your knowledge. The most question you might need most, you can ask the internet. So while your teacher is there, you can ask them. Be free to ask questions. Be free to ask for help. When you don't understand something, when you don't get something, be free to ask for help. Be free to ask questions. You as a student should ask questions. This will help you be successful. This will help you end up with better grades. It will help you with those areas that you are having difficulties, those areas you couldn't get where while the teacher was explaining. Maybe she or he was too fast, or maybe that area was just a bit difficult, or they didn't explain it well. So be free to ask questions. Be free to ask for help. And from your group, you can ask for help as well. Back to our third one, you can also ask for help from the group as well. You can ask your teacher. Be free to ask for help. These are the rules to being successful in school. And one other thing, the fifth, is to make friends with your teacher. Be friendly. Make friends with your teacher. This is so nice and important. Do you know, I've learned from school, from my age, that when you make friendship with your teacher, they intend to explain to you more. Because when you are not getting something right, they will always call on you. They can even call you after classes and say, how was it? Like, Tovia, did you understand the teaching? Did you get it well? Because he or she, the teacher, is your friend. So they will always ask you, how was it? Do you have anything? Do you have any question? Is there something you didn't get well? This is because you have a friendship with the teacher. You have this relationship between you two. Please, I'm talking about friendship, don't get it wrong. Where you have this friendship between you and your teacher. So be friendly. Make friends with your teacher. Don't get mad, because I know there are some people, whenever they don't get something right while the teacher is teaching, they intentionally get mad. They become so angry. No, I know this can usually happen, but you should be friendly. Make friends with your teacher. Be friendly. Make friendship with them. When you don't get something right, you can always go to them to ask them, my teacher, I didn't get this, I didn't get that. You can always ask them. They are your teacher. And I know they will always put you through. They will go down to the level you will understand. They will always ask you. So if you want to be successful, you have to be friendly. You have to make friends with your teacher, because they are your teacher. They will explain to you well. They will take it down to the level you will understand. So after you've done all this, what is the sixth tip? Is to eat well, exercise, and take rest. This is so important. If you are the type that study a lot, you listen, you've done all you are required to do, the next thing you should do is to eat well. Be on balanced diet. Do some exercise. Take the necessary rest you need as a student. It is so important, because your head carries a lot of things. You need to study at late hours. You need to do a lot of things, but you need to also get some rest. It is so important for your health. Because let's do an example. If I'm the type, I study all through the night, and I took always night to study, and then it got to the day of the exam. While I get to the exam, I'm going to be weak. Why the exam? You know how cool and how calm and silent the exam always is. Yeah. So maybe everyone says, I can even sleep, or because I have been in hunger to sleep, to take this rest. So when you study for hours, what I always advise our students to do is to have a time schedule for everything. You can take 2 hours or more to study. Take extra 2 or 3 hours to rest, then before your night rest or whatever time you prepare to rest. Always make sure you have the balanced diet, you do the necessary exercise, you eat well. These are so important for you as a student. So by doing this, you're going to end up successful with good grades, with better grades. Listen while the teacher is teaching. Give a listening ears. Get rid of all manners of distraction. Write down something. Share with your groups. If you know something, share with them. Be free to share. Be free to ask questions. These things are so important and helpful. Be free to ask questions. Be free to share your ideas. Be free to write on something. Get extra classes just to make sure that you are successful as a student. These things are helpful, and please get rest. This is so important. Eat well. Be on balanced diet. Don't starve yourself because of studying. Yeah, you have to study, but you have to eat. You have to be on balanced diet. These things are so important. Well, thank you. That will be all for today. Remember to always study, to always listen, to get rid of all distractions, and share. Be free to ask questions. Share with your groups. Make class groups. Make friends groups to share between yourselves ideas. Thank you very much, and please remember to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll give you something always. Thank you. Bye bye. Ciao.